You have, if you're new to Beth Am, I don't know if any of you are, but we're so glad that you're here. Right next to your, underneath your arm rest are two books. If you'll take out the smaller one, this is our prayer book. The other is the Torah commentary, and we'll use it later. When we chant Torah, we have a very happy new member here. So you'll notice there are two numbers. There you go. At the bottom of every page. We're going to use the dark numbers, page 74. They're blue numbers, and they're dark black numbers. Let's use those. So turn to page 74. Our service is designed with lots of la-la-las, intentionally, lots of clapping, so please participate. Welcome to our millionaires here. We know you all will sing from deep within. Let's all start. 74? Okay. Say hello to Liera. She's going to keep us in key. My name is Jackie Burney, and we are welcomed here today. Here it goes. La 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 ya la 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 la. Let's try it. La 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 ya la la. We can do better. La 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 ya la 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 la. Motovu ohalecha Yaakov mishkentecha Yisrael Nohani birov chastecha havo veitecha la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 la.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
How wonderful it is to see all of you this morning here in the sanctuary as opposed to the chapel as we celebrate this adult B'nai Mitzvah of 7 amazing students who will be called to the Torah for the very first time on this Shabbat. And how perfect it is that as we concluded the counting of the Omer last night and we're moving tonight towards the festival of Shavuot, the holiday of Shavuot, which is the celebration of the anniversary of receiving Torah, that these 7 incredible students should receive Torah and chant from the Torah and lead us in worship this Saturday morning. It was taught by Maimonides that you haven't truly fulfilled a mitzvah until you've taught someone else how to also do that mitzvah. And so this morning you should be taught and instructed a little bit by these 7 students on the mitzvah of Talmud Torah, on our commandment to continue at all ages to pursue and study Torah and continue to enrich our Jewish lives. We welcome everybody here to Temple Beth Am on this beautiful Shabbat morning, and it's now my honor to invite forward to share the group journey of these amazing students and this incredible class, Diana Liebowitz.
I'm shorter than Rabbi Barris. Shabbat Shalom. It was the email felt throughout Beth Am, or at least that's how it felt to those of us who received the email from Rabbi Greengrass telling us about this B'nai Mitzvah class and asking if we would join. Although the 7 of us standing here today walk different paths, when we received the email, we had one thing in common. We did not have time to take this on. And on a Monday. We work, we have kids, we're parents, lives, How could we possibly fit studying with the rabbis and learning Hebrew into our schedule? Nonetheless, the 7 of us decided to prioritize this time, to gift ourselves this time, to move our schedules in ways that seem impossible, so that once a week we could arrive here and ask each other, which rabbi is coming tonight? Usually Lisa is the one with this answer. We enjoyed our learning from the rabbis so much that in one occasion, there was a calendar mix-up and we had no rabbi. But we did not want to leave, not on a Monday. I think I saw Rabbi Barris around, said Brittany that night. You go ask him, we all said. He won't say no to you. And so she went up to his office and asked if he would teach us that night. We were right. He didn't say no. He came in, asked what the topic of the day was, and without skipping a beat, gave us a great class that night. Sure, we could come to Torah study, lunch and learn, or Torah tonight, but what a pleasure it was for us to learn from them in such a small setting. From Rabbi Aklepi's Tu B'Shavat Seder, to Rabbi Barre's timeline drawings, to Rabbi Kempler's journaling exercise, we thank the 4 of you for the knowledge and passion you brought with you every week. There was not one week where we had time to spare with them. We would have held them hostage if we could. It was quite the opposite. We were all so enthralled with the topics that we didn't seem to have enough time in the class. But sure enough, time would fly, and before we knew it, Drora, our Hebrew teacher, would arrive. Sometimes with delicious homemade baked goods, and always with a smile. Oh, the Hebrew. I wish we could tell you the Hebrew was as easy to absorb as the rabbi's teachings. We were all somewhat familiar with it before starting, but most of us didn't know much. Drora assessed us the first class and worked hard every week. I just need a minute. Drora, you have taught us so much more than Hebrew. Thank you for giving us additional tutoring, for coming to the Minions with us, for being patient and pausing the Hebrew teaching to answer so many questions that went beyond the Aleph Bet. I think we were all in the 5-year-old child state of why, and you took the time to answer so many of our questions. I don't think we will ever get through the Barhu without hearing you in the back of our minds saying, do not bow the first time. And we will surely feel guilty when glancing the transliteration side of the Siddur. We promise to keep practicing reading from the Hebrew side. By the end of the class, we forgot we were not in 7th grade, showing each other pictures of today's outfits, chit-chatting and giggling through practice. Where are we gonna sit the day of? That was a weekly concern of ours. Are we sitting way in the front? That is so in front of everyone. Can we sit way in the back with the rabbis instead? In what order are we sitting? These are important questions to us. But believe me, the last thing on Drora and Jackie's mind was where exactly we would sit today. Nonetheless, we drove them crazy with this for weeks, but we figured it out, as you can see. This past Monday, some of us had the opportunity to chant Torah during the minyan. When approaching Rabbi Kempler to do this, I realized this class bonds us together forever beyond the friendships we have formed, as this week's Parashat Bamidbar is divided amongst the 7 of us. I'm happy to have met them all and to have taken this journey with them. We're not standing here today. We are standing here today because we all wanted to deepen our Jewish roots and learning, not because our mother made us, not because we're 13, although we look like it. Some of us have kids who have gone through this life cycle event, but didn't have the chance to do it themselves. Others were never given the opportunity during their youth. No matter where we came from, each of us has a piece of this Parashat puzzle, which together we complete.
We continue on page 80 with our prayer for daily miracles, Nisim Bechol Yom. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lesachvivina, lechavchin ben yom uvein laila.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, pokeach ivrim.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, matir asurim.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, zokef kefufim.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, roka haaretz al hayim.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamechin mitzadei gaver.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, malpi sharomim.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hanoten layav koach.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hama'avir shena me'enai, u'numa me'afapai.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani b'tselem Elohim.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani bat horin.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani Yisrael. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, oter Yisrael betifara.
Page 86. O Adonai our God, let the words of Torah be sweet in our mouths and the mouths of your people Israel, so that we, our descendants, and the descendants of all your people Israel, may know you by studying your Torah for its own sake. Blessed are you, Adonai, who teaches Torah to your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai hamamlied Torah le'amod Yisrael. Ashrei, page 97 and 98.
Ashrei yoshvei veitecha, od yahalalucha selah.
Ashrei ha'am shekacha lo, ashrei ha'am shadonai Elohav.
Tehila le David, aramincha Eloi hamelech, va'avarcha shimcha le'olam va'ed.
Bechol yom avarchecha, ve'lo shimcha le'olam va'ed.
Gadol Adonai humlo me'oed, v'lig dulato ein hechker.
Dor l'dor yishabach ma'asecha, ugvurotecha yagidu.
Hadar kavod odeha, vidirei nifloteha asiha.
Ve'zuz noatecha yomeru, udulatecha asaprena.
Zeker rav chukaya biru, vitzikat chaya renenu.
Chanun v'rachum Adonai, erech ha'payim ugdol chesed.
Tov Adonai lakol, v'rachamav al kol ma'asav.
Yoduch Adonai kol maasecha, v'hasidecha yevarchucha.
Kevod malchutcha yomeru, ugvuratcha yidaberu.
Lehodia livnei Adam gevarotav, uchvod hadar malchuto.
Malhuta malhut kol olamim, umemshaltecha bechol dor vador.
Somech Adonai lechol hanoflim, v'zokef lechol hakfufim.
Enai kol aleka yiseveru, v'yata noten lahem et ochlam be'ito.
Poteach et yadecha, umaspir lechol haratzon.
Tzadik Adonai b'chol derachav, v'chasid b'chol basa'av.
Karov Adonai lechol korav, lechol asher yikreuhu v'emet.
Ritzon Yerava Yase Vete Shamatam Yishma Veoshiam.
Shomer Adonai kor havav, v'ekol Hashem yashmin.
Tihila Adonai Yadabar Pi, Vivarek Kol Basar Shem Kadosho Leolam Va'ed.
Va'anachnu nevarech ya, me'ata ve'ad olam. Hallelujah. Let's join together. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Kol Shema, tell hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Kol Shema, tell hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Please turn to page 106, the Hatzi Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah, v'alma divrach hivute v'amlich mahute, v'chayechon uvyomechon uvayedichol bet Yisrael, bagala, bagala, uvizman kariv, v'yimeru, amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach, le'yom olamei yomaya, yitbarach, yitbarach, v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar, v'yitromam, v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar, v'yithalel, v'yithalal, shmei dekudsha rihu, le'lam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damim
Be'alma.
v'yimeru.
Amen.
Please rise for the Barku.
Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 ya la la la, ya la 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 la. Lie, 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 ya la 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 la. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 ya la 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 la. Lie, 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 lie. Baruch hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Lai, 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 ya la la la, ya la 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 la. Lai, 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 la, 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 la.
Page 110 in English. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, our sovereign of the universe, creator of light and darkness, who makes peace and fashions all things. In mercy, you illumine the world and those who live upon it. In your goodness, you daily renew creation. How numerous are your words, Adonai. In wisdom, you form them all, filling the earth with your creatures. Be praised, Adonai, our God, for the excellent work of your hands. And for the lights you created, may they glorify you. Shine a new light upon Zion, that we all may swiftly merit its radiance. Praised are you, Adonai, creator of all heavenly lights. Baruch atah Adonai, Yotzer Hamorot.
Page 112, sing with us.
Ahava Rabbatanu, Adonai Eloheinu, Chem Lagedol Avitera, Hamalta Aleinu, Ba'avor Avotenu, Ve'imotenu, Shebatchu Vecha, Vatlamdem Chukei Chaim. Ken Techodnenu Tlamdenu, Ken Techodnenu Tlamdenu, Ham Rachem, Rachem Aleinu. V'ten b'libeinu lehavin ulhaskil lishmoa, lilmod ulilamed, lishmor ve'lasot. Hu kayem et kol divrei Talmud Torah techa b'yahava. V'ha'erninu b'toratecha, v'davek lebeinu b'mitzvotecha, v'heyachel levavinu le'ahava u'yira et shemecha, v'lo nefosh, v'lo nikalem, v'lo nikasher. Ki v'shem kodshecha hagadol v'hanara p'hatachnu nagila v'nismecha b'shuatecha.
Enlighten our eyes on your Torah. Focus our minds on your mitzvot. Unite our hearts in love and reverence for your name. Then we will never fear shame, never deserve rebuke, never stumble. Having trusted in your great and awesome holiness, we shall celebrate your salvation with joy.
Gather us in peace from the four corners of the earth and lead us upright to our land. For you, O God, work wonders. You chose us. Truly, you drew us near to your great name, that we might acknowledge you, declaring you one in love.
Praise be to you, Adonai, who chooses your people Israel in love. Baruch atah Adonai habacher be'amu Yisrael beha'ava.
Open up our eyes, teach us how to live. Fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we will know that you are one. And we will know that you are one. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed.
Please be seated. We continue on page 116 with the chanting of the Via Haftorah.
Asher Anochi Mesavecha Hayom Alevatecha Veshinantam Levanecha Vetibartam Baham Veshitecha Betecha Uvletecha Baderech Ushokbecha Ukumecha Ushartam lehot al yadecha, vechayu letotafot beinenecha. Ushartam al mezuzot beitecha, ubisharecha. Leman tizkeru, vasitem et kol mitzvotai, v'etem kedoshim levehem. Ani Adonai Elohim, Asher hotzeiti echem me'eretz Mitzrayim, li'yod lachem Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohim.
We read responsibly. Page 117. If we can hear the words from Sinai, then love will flow from us, and we shall serve all that is holy with all our intellect and all our passion and all our life.
If we can serve all that is holy, we shall be doing all that humans can to help the rains to flow, the grasses to be green, the grains to be golden like the sun, and the rivers to be filled with life once more.
All the children of God shall eat, and there will be enough. But if we turn from Sinai's words and serve only what is common and profane, making gods of our own, comfort or power, then the holiness of life will contract for us. Our world will grow inhospitable.
Let us therefore lace these words into our passion and our intellect, and bind them as a sign upon our hands and eyes. Let us write them in mezuzot upon our doors, and teach them to our children.
Let us honor the generations that came before us, keeping the promise for those yet to be.
Emet, there is no place where you are not. Even in the wilderness, there is your word. Emet, that pen, strokes of lightning, white fire, black flame, stir the soul's passion, guide our sacred way. True and enduring is Torah. Your truth for us is certain and established now and forevermore. Like Moses, Miriam, and all Israel, we sing out and rejoice. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you all for being here.
For those of you who don't know, my name is Brittany Adams. Spoiler alert, I am not 13 years old. I am really excited to be here today, though, to share with you a bit about my journey, a journey that eventually led me to Judaism, to this wonderful adult B'nai Mitzvah group, and onto the Bima today. To begin, I am going to share a story of a moment that would shift my entire life's direction. I grew up in an unhealthy and harmful household. One night, as a young teen, I was in my room when yelling and fighting began. The negative chaos eventually, as it usually did, made its way to where I was trying to sleep. I was pulled out of my room and thrown into a scene that I did not want to be a part of. As things escalated, I found myself terrified about what would happen next and exhausted from this being my norm. In that moment, something took over me. I ran. I ran straight out the front door into the Minnesota winter wearing only pajamas. On that night, my legs gave me the ability to run, my mind gave me the courage to not look back, and my soul gave me the direction in which to go. That direction led me to becoming my own guardian and to compassionate teachers who were willing to give me a home while I finished high school. Fast forward to a few years ago, after spending many years simply trying to make it to the next step in life, I was in a place where I could focus on what it truly meant to be me. I was asking myself the question, who am I outside of my past? My soul once again gave me the direction in which to go, and that direction would lead me to Judaism. Last month marked 1 year since I converted. Rabbi Greengrass and Rabbi Kempler happened to sit on my Beit Din a year ago as I completed my conversion. And I genuinely believe our paths were meant to cross, for many reasons. One of them being that if they hadn't, I likely would not have found my way to this adult B'nai Mitzvah group. The soul's direction is intentional beyond our own understanding. Since converting, the most frequently asked question I've received is why? This why is asked in a variety of different tones, typically one of curiosity and excitement. Recently, though, an older Jewish gentleman asked me why, and his why was coded in skepticism. He wondered, why would you convert to Judaism when the history of Jews is filled with so much pain, uncertainty, and suffering? His wondering and skepticism was valid. What I told him was that for me, following the path to Judaism helped take away my suffering in a way that I'm not sure anything else could have. To me, suffering is the inability to let go of pain. And I was, without even fully realizing it, clenching onto the pain from my past as tightly as I could. It was all I knew. From an external point of view, I was moving forward in all the right ways. Graduating college, moving to Miami, securing a job, getting my master's degree. But internally, my light was dim. The spirituality, insight, home, certainty, and community that Judaism has provided and continues to provide me with allowed me to loosen the grip on that pain. It allowed me to shine. Yes, Judaism has a history that has plentiful amounts of pain, uncertainty, and suffering. It is also a beautiful history that is filled with hope, resiliency, and beating of the odds. I myself would not be standing on this bima today if it wasn't for a whole lot of hope, resiliency, and beating of the odds. The soul's direction is intentional beyond our own understanding. With that, I hope you are able to experience, if you haven't already, what it is like to let your soul lead you to something that is exactly what you need. I hope your life brings you light and that you're able to share that light with others. And finally, I hope you get the opportunity to learn alongside individuals who inspire you. Jill, Lisa, Cesar, Maggie, Diana, and Mariana, thank you for being those people. Rabbis, Drora, and Jackie, thank you all for sharing your knowledge and light with us. My journey to Judaism allowed me to let go of my pain, and today, with the open hands I have, I will walk out of here as a bat mitzvah, holding tightly onto love and gratitude. Now please join us on page 122 for our Song of Freedom, Mika Mocha.
Tzur Yisrael, Kuma be'ezrat Yisrael, Ufetechinu mecha, Yehuda ve'Yisrael. Go aleinu, Adonai Tzavot Shemo, Kedosh Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufia gitei latecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Velohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Velohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanara, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekonei Hakol, Vezocher Chastei Avot Ve'imachot, Umevi Geula, Lechem Lema'an Shemo, Ahava, Melech Hoseh, Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Ve'ezrat Sarah. 128. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol Atah, Rav LeHoshia, Morid Hatal. Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, Mechayeh HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Verofech Olim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar. Michamocha ba'gevurot, umito melach, melech memir umechayeh, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'emana talech hachayot ha'akol, Baruch atah Adonai Mechayeh HaKol 130. Nekadesh et Shimcha ba'olam Keshem shemakdishim oto bishmei marom Kakatuv ayad nebiecha Vekarazeh ve'amar Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh Adonai Tzevaot Melech kol haaretz Kevodo Adir Adirenu Adonai Adonenu Adir Shimcha bechol haaretz Baruch Kevod Adonai Echad hu Eloheinu Hu Avinu Hu Malkeinu Yenu V'hu Yashmienu Chamav Le'nei Kol Chai Ani Adonai Elohechem Yimloch Adonai le'olam Elohai Yichzion Le'tor v'ador Hallelujah. Ready? Le'tor v'ador Le'tor v'ador Le'tor v'ador nagid kol lecha Le'tor v'ador Le'tor v'ador Le'tor v'ador nagid kol lecha Ulenetzach netzachim kedushatcha nagdish kedushatcha nagdish V'shivchacha Eloheinu mipinu lo yamush Le'olam le'olam va'ed Le'tor v'ador Le'tor v'ador Le'tor v'ador nagid kol lecha Le'tor v'ador Le'tor v'ador Le'tor v'ador nagid kol lecha Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh.
Please be seated. Turn to page 134. Our God and God of our ancestors, be pleased with our rest. Sanctify us with your mitzvot and grant us a share in your Torah. Satisfy us with your goodness and gladden us with your salvation. Purify our hearts to serve you in truth. In your gracious love, Adonai, our God, grant us your holy Shabbat as a heritage. May Israel, who sanctifies your name, rest on Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai, who sanctifies Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha-Shabbat. Please join us on page 136 with the singing of the Rotzeh.
Adonai Eloheinu, Be'am HaYisrael. Ritzeh Adonai Eloheinu, Be'am HaYisrael. Utefilatam, Utefilatam, Be'ahava tekabel. Utefilatam, Utefilatam, Be'ahava tekabel. Ritzeh Adonai Eloheinu, Be'am HaYisrael. Ritzeh Adonai Eloheinu, Be'am HaYisrael.
Yisrael Ameha Utehi Leratzon Tamid Avodah Yisrael Ameha Resei Adonai Eloheinu Be'am HaYisrael Resei Adonai Eloheinu Be'am HaYisrael Baruch Atah Adonai Hamachazir Shechinato Letzion. Page 139. For the expanding grandeur of creation, worlds known and unknown, galaxies beyond galaxies, filling us with awe and challenging our imaginations. For this fragile planet Earth, its times and its tides, its sunsets and seasons. For the joy of human life, its wonders and surprises, its hopes and achievements. For human community, our common past and future hope, our oneness transcending all separation, our capacity to work for peace and justice in the midst of hostility and oppression. For high hopes and noble causes, for faith without fanaticism, for understanding of views not shared. For all who have labored and suffered for a fair world, who have lived so that others might live in dignity and freedom. For human liberties and sacred rights, for opportunities to change and grow, to affirm and choose. We pray that we may live not by our fears, but by our hopes, not by our words, but by our deeds. Baruch atah Adonai, hato shimcha uchana'eh lehodot. Sim Shalom, page 140.
Sim Shalom, Tova Uvracha. Sim Shalom, Tova Uvracha. Sim Shalom, Tova Uvracha. Sim Shalom, Tova Uvracha. Chen v'chesed, chen v'chesed v'rachamim. Chen v'chesed, chen v'chesed v'rachamim, v'rachamim. Sim Shalom, Tova Uvracha. Sim Shalom, Tova Uvracha. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Amecha
Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, who gives peace to your people, Israel. So we've had this opportunity to hear a little bit of a personal journey, a little bit of the group journey of those who are here. We had the chance to sing and to pray, and I hope that it has opened your hearts. And it is with open hearts that I invite you now to say your own personal prayer.
On the first day of the second month, in the second year following the exodus from the land of Egypt, the Eternal One spoke to Moses in the wilderness of Sinai in the tent of the meeting, saying, "Take a census of the whole Israelite company." Today, we will read Bamidbar from the book of Numbers. Bamidbar, translated, means wilderness. The Parashat describes the experiences of the Israelites in the wilderness where they received Torah from God following their exodus from slavery in Egypt. Many scholars have debated why the Israelites were gifted the Torah in the harshness of the wilderness, having suffered under the oppression of the Pharaoh and the many years as his slaves, rather than in the comforts of the land of milk and honey. Our study of this text has given us some ideas that I will share as to why the wilderness may have been the place chosen by God to present the Torah. This parasha also speaks of a census that was requested by God through Moses and delves into why this counting of heads was important for the newly freed Israelites as a people. We have also considered this and will present some thoughts. The book of Numbers begins in a way that conjures hope. The Israelites, having found themselves in a free space as a free people and in possession of the Torah, which can freely provide wisdom to all those who open themselves to receive it. As quickly discovered in the book of Numbers, this newly found liberty was not free from responsibility. The Israelites find themselves tasked with organizing themselves through a census. All men able to act as soldiers and were of a chieftain rank were to be counted. Children, women, and those unable, or perhaps more aptly, those thought to be unable to fight or serve, were not counted. Lineage 2 was captured, providing a categorized census of able-bodied men separated into family groups. We see for the first time that nothing comes to us completely free, that with all freedom comes responsibility. We see this play out as well in life. You may find yourself free from many things, but never are we completely free from responsibility to ourselves or to others. In this way, the wilderness represents the imperfection that exists in the world. Still today, we don't always get it right. Do we always capture all those who should be counted? This plays out on our playgrounds and in our communities. How often do we fail to count all those who should be counted? How often do we feel compelled to put people into buckets, creating an us and a them? The census is a reminder that this bias may still persist, and we need to remember that we all count. We are all part of a single human experience, not us's and them's. It is easy to dismiss anyone different from ourselves as the other, one that doesn't count, one that isn't like me. But it is the insightful person who remembers that the other is someone and very much counts. The other is like me. The other is me. Like ripples in a pond after a pebble is thrown, each small act, each person has outward impacts on us all, some of which we don't realize directly. Everyone and everything we do matters in the universe. Nothing is inconsequential or free from impact. We still do not have the freedom of perfection. This cannot exist in a world that is still in need of repair. Perfection is a mirage. God showed us this in the wilderness when he failed to ask a census to be taken of all Israelites. In this seemingly unbalanced task, God reminded the Israelites to reflect, to protect, and to organize. God presented a challenge, showed us imperfection in this act, perhaps to remind God's people that they were made in God's image, or perhaps to set the stage for carrying out mitzvot. If God had given Torah and the Israelites freedom in a perfect world, there would be no work to do, no way to build community or a relationship with God. Was there fear that complacency would rule if there were no challenges, no uncertainty, no wilderness, no work to do? Is it not why we still strive to repair the world, to kun olam, to build, to protect, to have purpose? For without these things, might we lose the will to persist? Through our efforts to repair the world, we create reminders that our efforts are not for the elusive goal of finding a perfect world, but rather they aim for the betterment of the world, improvement in ourselves, and the knowledge that we impact both others seen and unseen as we cast out our own ripples into the world through mitzvot. Our efforts to exist beyond our given years on earth, l'dor v'dor, from generation to generation, this is the real goal. To live beyond our triumphs and our mistakes, to have our story be told through our voices, our actions, our children, and strangers we may never meet. We still exist in the wilderness, but there is resolve in this necessity. In the wilderness, we have Torah, hope, opportunity, and purpose. This placement is not a mistake, but rather a gift to uncover all the freedoms the wilderness has to offer. May the wilderness be forever in our minds, our hearts, and our actions. Those who do not know where they have been or where they stand cannot find where they are going. Those who ignore all who count cannot be part of the whole. Those who rest in the mirage of perfection cannot discover resolution, and those who forget the wilderness cannot find freedom. Although I don't agree with much of Trotsky's thoughts, his words, the end may justify the means as long as there is something that justifies the end, are interesting to contemplate in the context of the wilderness. The wilderness was never meant to just be a transition from slavery to liberty. It was and is freedom itself. Thank you.
Thank you, Jill, for sharing those words of insight and Torah with us, bringing us in and out of the wilderness. We can see that your students are probably those ripples that learn from you so well. So with Torah on our minds and a purpose for us in our own wildernesses, we turn to page 244 for Seder Kriyat Torah, where in just a few moments, our B'nai Mitzvah will chant the words from our Torah. We invite to the bima to open the doors of the Ark Greta Larison and Tom Reichert, Lisa's mother and husband. Patricia, you told me how to say this. Wait. It's your family. Patricia Pinargote and Evan Liebowitz, Richard Colton and David Samuel Murillo, and Sophia Santi Esteban. And we also invite Jorah Davis to remove the Sifrei Torah from the Ark. We ask all the congregation who are able to kindly rise. Page 244.
Ein kamocha v'Elohim Adonai v'en kema'asecha malachutecha malchut kol olamim u'memshaltecha b'chol dor v'dor Adonai melech Adonai melech Adonai imloch le'olam moitain, Adonai varech hatama v'shalom, avarachamim, heitiv avitzoncha et Zion, tivnei chomot Yerushalayim, tivnei chomot Yerushalayim, ki lecha levan batachnu, melech Aram v'nisa Adon olamim. Vayehi ben so Aharon vayomer Moshe, Kuma Adonai ve'avutzu oivecha ve'yanusu mitzonecha mitpanecha, ki mitzion tetzei Torah, ki mitzion tetzei Torah, udevar Adonai miBushalayim. Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah, Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah, le'amo Yisrael b'kedushato. Let's wait. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Gadlul Adonai iti, Romema Shemo yachdav. Lecha Adonai hagidula, hagivura, hatikveret ve'hanetzach ve'chachon. Ki ho b'shamayim u'va'aretz, Oh, b'shamayim u'va'aretz, Adonai lacha ve'amin na'aseh echol eror. Yisrael, Yisrael, ve'oraita chadchu, Yisrael, Yisrael, ve'oraita ladu. Torah, 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 hallelujah. Torah, 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 hallelujah, hallelujah. Torah, 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 hallelujah. Torah, 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 hallelujah. Yisrael, Yisrael, ve'oraita hadhu. Yisrael, Yisrael, ve'oraita hadhu. Ki mitzion Tetzei Torah, Udvar Adonai Merushalayim, Ki Mitzion. Tetzei Torah, Udvar Adonai Merushalayim, Ki Mitzion. Tetzei Torah, Udvar Adonai Merushalayim, Ki Mitzion. Tetzei Torah, Udvar Adonai Merushalayim. Baruch Shenatan Torah Le'amo Yisrael. Baruch Shenatan Torah Le'amo Yisrael. B'kedushato Ki Mitzion. Tetzei Torah, Udvar Adonai Merushalayim, Ki Mitzion. Tetzei Torah, Udvar Adonai Merushalayim, Ki Mitzion. Tetzei Torah, Udvar Adonai Merushalayim, Ki Mitzion. Tetzei Torah, Udvar Adonai Merushalayim. Ki Mitzion, Tetzei Torah, Udvar Adonai Merushalayim, Ki Mitzion. Tetzei Torah, Udvar Adonai Merushalayim, Ki Mitzion. Tetzei Torah, Udvar Adonai Merushalayim, Ki Mitzion. Tetzei Torah, Udvar Adonai Merushalayim.
You may be seated. Our class will be chanting as Jill described from Parashat Bamidbar. And if you take out the Chumash, the other blue book in your armrest that holds all of the portions of the Torah, they'll be reading from the book of Bamidbar, the book of Numbers, chapter 2, beginning with verse 1. It's found on page 903. 903. All 7 of our students will be chanting from the Torah this morning. Each one will also be reciting a blessing over the Torah. And for our first reader, our first aliyah to the Torah, we invite Brittany.
Ta'amod, ta'amod, habachura, habad mitzvah, va'aliyah haTorah, meira, chazak, chazak.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Vayedaber Adonai el Moshe ve'el Aharon lemor ish al deglo ve'otot levet avotam yahanu b'nei Yisrael mineged saviv le'oel moed Yahanu v'hahonit kedma mizraha degel mahane Yehuda letzivotam v'nasi livnei Yehuda nakshon ben Aminadav. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet V'haye olam nata betohenu, Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
For the honor of the second Aliyah, we invite Mariana Pesin.
Ta'amod, ta'amod, habachura, habat mitzvah, v'aliyah haTorah, chaya, chazak, chazak.
Baruch hu Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach leolam ba'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Amen. Utzvaot ufkudehem arba'a v'shivim elev v'shesh meot v'hachonim alav mate Yisahar v'nasi lifnei Yisahar Netanel ben Suar Utzvaot uvkudav arba'a v'hamishim elev ve'arba'a me'ot. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chaye olam nata betohenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
For the honor of the third Aliyah to the Torah, we invite Lisa Reichert.
Ta'amod, ta'amod, habachura, habat mitzvah, v'aliyah haTorah, leba, chazak, chazak.
Baruch Adonai. Baruch Adonai Hamvorah.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorah le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar banu mikol hapanim nedlatan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai notei haTorah.
Amen.
Mate Zivalun Venasi Lifnei Zivalun Eliav Ben Helon Utzva'o Uvkudav Sheva V'chamishim Elef Ve'arbat Me'od Kol Hapkudim Le'machane Yehuda Me'at Elef Ushmonim Elef Ve'sheshet alafim Ve'arbat Me'ot Letzivutam Rishona Yisa'u. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet Halyeh cholam natan v'tovenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
For the honor of the fourth Aliyah to the Torah, we invite Diana Liebowitz.
Ta'amod, ta'amod, habachura, habat mitzvah, v'aliyah haTorah, Rachel, chazak, chazak.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Bahar Banu Mikol Ha'amim Venatalanu Et Torato. Baruch Ata Adonai Notecha Torah.
Amen.
Degel Machane Reuven Temana Letzivotam Venasi Livne Reuven Elitzur Ben Shedeur Utzva'o Ufkudav Shishav Yarbaim Elef Vechamesh Meot Vechachonim Alam Mate Shimo Venasi Livne Shimo Shelumiel Ben Suri Shaddai. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Natalanu Torah Emet V'chaye Olam Nata Betoheinu. Baruch Ata Adonai Notecha Torah.
Amen.
For the fifth Aliyah to the Torah, we invite Jill Sanko.
Ta'amod, ta'amod, habachura, habad mitzvah, v'aliyah haTorah, shulamit chazak chazak.
Baruch et Adonai Hamavra.
Baruch Adonai Baruch le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamavra le'olam va'ed. Baruch Ata Adonai Elohim melech haolam asher bahar banu mikol ha'amin venatat lanu et Torato. Baruch Ata Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Utzva'ot ufkodichem tisha v'hamashin elef ushlosh meot umate God venasi lifnei God El Yasaf ben Ru'el Utzva'ot ufkodichem v'hamashim v'hebarim elef v'shush meot v'hamashim. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Natan Lanu Torat Emet V'chaye Olam Nata Betuhenu. Baruch Ata Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen.
For the sixth Aliyah to the Torah, we invite Cesar Murillo.
Ya'amod, Ya'amod, habachur ben hamitzvah v'aliyah haTorah, David Shmuel, chazak chazak. Right there, no, right there.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvarak.
Baruch Adonai Baruch
Baruch Baruch Adonai Hambarak Elohim Vayed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bakar banu mikol ha'amin v'natan lanu et Torato.
Baruch
Atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen.
Kol hapkahudim lemakane reven meyat elef ve'echad ve'chamishin elef ve'rabar meyot ve'chamishim letivotam ushnim Yisau v'nesa ohel moed Machane Vivim Betok Hamakanot Ka'asher Yachanu Ken Yisau Ishaldo Lediglehem.
Wow, that was awesome.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'kaye olam nata bitochenu Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen.
For our seventh Aliyah this morning, we invite Maggie Brodkey.
Tamod, Tamod, Habachura, Habad Mitzvah, Aliyah HaTorah, Ruth Sari, Chazak, Chazak.
Baruch et Adonai Hamorah. Baruch Adonai Hamorah le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher b'chabanu mikol ha'amim v'anatalanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai notei haTorah. Amen.
Amen.
Degel Hanei Ephraim Elishama ben Ami. No, wait. Divotam Yama Venasi Livnei Ephraim Elishama ben Amihud Utzvaod Uvkurehem Arbaim Lef Vehamesh Meot Volav Matei Manishe Benasi Lifnei Manishe Gamliel Ben Perasur. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natalanu Torah emet v'hayem olam nata betuhenu. Baruch atah Adonai notei haTorah.
Amen.
Thank you to our class for chanting the Sefer Torah for us from our portion this morning. What a beautiful job you did, Jorah. Really. Kol hakavod, Jorah, for teaching them Hebrew, and to Jackie, and for really most of them practically from the beginning of Hebrew, or nearly beginning, to chanting the Torah. We are so very, very proud of all of you. For Hagba and Glila, the lifting and the dressing of the Sefer Torah, we invite Maggie's husband and daughter, Michael and Leah, to lift the Torah, and to dress the Sefer Torah. We invite Diana's daughter, Caitlin, and Diana's daughter, Andrea, and Mariana's son, Victor. Please join us. We ask the congregation who all are able to kindly rise.
Okay.
וזאת התורה אשר שם משה לפני בני ישראל על פי אדוני ביד משה על שלושה דברים על שלושה דברים על שלושה דברים העולם עומד על שלושה דברים על שלושה דברים על שלושה דברים העולם עומד על התורה ועל העבודה ועל גמילות חסדים על התורה ועל העבודה ועל גמילות חסדים יאי לי לי יאי לי 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 awesome yay la 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 yay la 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 yay la 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 yay la 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 ya la 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 ya la la yay la.
You may be seated. The Haftorah this morning is from the prophet Hosea, page 917. The congregation will chant the blessings together found on page 254. And then Mariana will deliver a devar words on the section of the Haftorah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'nviim tovim v'ratzav divreihem hane'emarim be'emet Baruch atah Adonai Habocher Batorah Uv Moshe Avdo Uv Yisrael Amo Uvin V'yeh Ha'emet V'tzedek.
When I first looked and read our Haftarah portion, I was very inspired, so I wrote 40 pages. But then I condensed it, so this will be short and hopefully somewhat sweet. In our Haftarah portion, the prophet Hosea suffers because of his wife Gomer's adultery. And even though she has borne Hosea children, she has been with others and sought with them and attributed to them worldly goods. We can also see the nation of Israel in Gomer as she turns away her one and only in favor of others, and we see God in Hosea, forsaken by the one promised to be his one and only. The nation of Israel has turned away from God and worships at other altars, immersing herself in pursuit of idolatry. However, after Hosea / God has threatened Gomer / Israel with barrenness, with loss of all health, with loss of worldly goods, then, and only then, when Israel has lost all, there is a realization. And this realization is that only God can bring back and be the source of all that is good and all that is holy. Not only should Israel not be with others and be giving away her bounty, but have only one that is hers. And on that day, says the Eternal One, you will call me my man, and no longer call me my Baal. Within these words, we see a metamorphosis. After falling and failing and then returning into the fold, the relationship between these two has been transformed. Instead of there being gods above, there is her God with which she is in an intimate relationship that is more equal, a relationship in which she can call her God her man. Well, what does this mean? As Rabbi Kempler shared with us, Martin Buber writes that we are closest to God when we move from an I-it relationship to an I-you relationship. In this context, it can mean that when we move from a transactional relationship, one in which we choose to gain things, win things, or wrest things from each other, to one in which we move together, one in which we, the nation of Israel, does not seek to get things from God, but is instead communing with God. We are then creating holy spaces together. We have shifted then into another realm. It is not simply being at the altar and asking for things in response to our offerings, but being with God and in his presence, striving with him that allows us to transcend. One could say that our B'nai Mitzvah class has helped create a new holy space. In this space where we listen together, learned to pray together, grew together, we communed with each other and drew closer to each other. Helping one another, accompanying one another, each one of us has gathered under the tent and made room for the others, and in doing so, hope to invite God in as well. And repeating Rabbi Eklepi's beautiful words from last evening's service, we choose to be counted, and we choose to be counted together. We are so grateful to all our teachers and to each other that we were able to be transformed together. In our space and our moment, we were closer to transcendence and each other. As Buber says, when people relate to each other authentically and humanly, God is the electricity that surges between them. Fellow B'nai Mitzvot, rabbis, teachers, congregation, we have been electric.
We continue on page 254. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, sur kol haolamim, tzadik bechol hadorot, ha'el ha'ne'eman, ha'omer ve'oseh, hamdaber umkayem, shekol devarav emet v'tzedek, al haTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al hanvim ve'al yom ha'shabbat hazeh shenatata lanu Adonai Eloheinu liktusha v'linucha lechavod ultifaret al hakol Adonai Eloheinu anachnu modim lach umvarchim otach yitbarach shimcha befi kol chai tamid leolam vahed baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat.
Amen. And so as our relationships become transcended, thank you, Mariana, I ask Isaac and Barnett and George Pesin, Neil Katz and Brian Katz, and Ronnie Warshaw, our family members, to join us to bring the Torah to the Ark and to open up the doors of the Ark. We invite Elizabeth Murillo, Scarlett Lanzas, Gisela and Mabel Ibarra, and Pamela Kurtz. We kindly ask the congregation, if you are able, to please rise.
Yechalelu et Shem Adonai, ki neskav Shemo levado. Hodo ha'eretz v'shamayim, vayarem kerem li'amo, Tehillah lechol chasivta lifnei Yisrael am kirova. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Ki lekach tuv natati lachem, Torati al ta'azovu. Eitz chaim hi lama chazikim ba, v'tom checha meushar derachecha darkei noam v'chol nativatecha shalom. Hashivenu Adonai elecha v'nashuva Chadish, Chadish Yameinu, Chadish Yameinu Kekedem.
We can be seated. So I said we can all be seated, but really if we could have the adult B'nai Mitzvah still stand. I get to bless you, but before I do, this is usually when I tell the Bar Bat Mitzvah student how beautifully they chanted and interpreted Torah, which you all did. But you guys also wrestled with God, wrestled with text, found new and deeper meaning to holidays, mitzvot, kashrut, and ecology. You studied various theologians, as we heard, Buber and Heschel and mystic thought. You learned about the importance of tikkun olam and tikkun hanefesh. You studied midrashim and wrote your own. You showed up and you practiced and you practiced and you practiced your Hebrew, and you led us beautifully today. So you deserve a very sweet mazel tov. Let's wish them a sweet mazel tov.
Simon tov, mazel tov, Simon tov, mazel tov, Simon tov, Yehelanu. Simon tov, mazel tov, Simon tov, mazel tov, Simon tov, mazel tov, Simon tov, Yehelanu.
Woohoo! Woo! All right, so you're actually supposed to eat something sweet after you chant Torah. So it's a mitzvah this time. It doesn't count against any sort of diets anybody's on. All right, if I can have you guys just like come here, because I can't look at everybody, so if everybody can come over. So there's a story that we rabbis love to tell, usually around the high holidays. And it has to do with this Rabbi Zusia, who was, just a great man, a great teacher, and he had a dream. And he woke up and he was in a panic, and his students asked him what happened. And he said, I had a dream, and in the dream they showed me what was going to happen when I stand before God, and I realized that it's not going to go so well. And they're like, how is that possible? You're amazing. And he said, well, I found out that they're not going to say, why didn't you have faith like Abraham? And they weren't going to say, why weren't you a leader like Moses? They said, well, what were they going to ask? Because surely you have faith, surely you're a leader. And he said, I found out they're going to say, Zeusia, why weren't you Zeusia? And so I share this with you because there is a greatness that lies within each and every one of us. There's goodness and generosity and imagination and wisdom. Every human being is endowed with a unique ability to bring more of God's presence, more light into this world. So much gets in our way. And today, each of you has come before this community and have shown us that the barriers we allow to be our excuses for stagnation can be overcome. You've come despite the carpools and the homework and the bedtimes, despite the classes and the hardships that you all faced as teens. Despite being told, you're a girl, you don't need a bat mitzvah, or it's this or gymnastics. Each of you have deepened your Jewish knowledge. For those of you who are newer to the faith, and for those of you who grew up going to the 2nd Avenue Deli. Your paths have all been winding and surprising, but we are so grateful that it has led you here. And so it's my honor to get to ask God's blessing upon each of you. God, we thank you for the blessing of this group, for their courage and their example to us all. You've endowed each of them with many gifts. May they never underestimate their potential. May hope and possibility always light their way. Give them strength to continue to strive for better, the courage to tell their stories, and the energy to give life all that it has to offer. Just like they lived up to their potential today, just as they strived to complete a dream, so may they continue to pursue all the best that is within them. Thank you, God, for the power to grow. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha. May God's face shine upon you and be kind to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God bestow God's favor upon you and give you the most precious gift of all, which is a sense of inner peace and wholeness. Can we all say amen? Amen. Mazel tov. I'm going to invite Rabbi Kempler.
There's still a few candies on the floor if people are getting hungry. Over there. Can we get a mazal tov for our students? I just feel like
Mazel tov.
So Jill spoke to us this morning about the Bamidbar and the choice to offer Torah in that space, that wide expanse, and the deliberate nature of that, and what is possible for us to receive when we are in the midst of freedom. But the Bamidbar can, for some people in our communities, also be a space of uncertainty or barrenness or a lack of direction. And for those people, the blessings that we have shared this morning are so very much needed. And so we think of those people in our lives who are in need of healing and blessing and direction and hope, who are in some way in need of physical or spiritual renewal, who are sick and suffering. And if there's a name of someone that you'd like to share with us as we approach the Mishaberach, our people's prayer for healing, please raise your hand and share that name with us. We join together page 253, Misha Beirach.
Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Lavotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu Mekor HaBracha Leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
May God heal all who are in need of healing of body, mind, and spirit. We say together, Amen. We turn now to the Aleinu, page 282. And to help us open the Ark doors, we'd like to invite up anyone who is a former, previous adult B'nai Mitzvah student, either here or in another community. And I see many of you and know most of you. So please join us on the Bima, page 282. Please rise.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי המרצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו ככם, ואור עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
We remain standing as we turn to page 294, the Mourner's Kadisha tome, and honoring the people in our lives who have died this season, this year, years that have come before, and also family members of our adult B'nai Mitzvah, and many of whom they are honoring their memories with this important milestone. Today we remember Barbara Moss, Martin Steiner, Esther Steiner, Charles Baldini, Glida Baldini, Sarah Pinargote, Eusorio Pinargote, Eli McKay, Fred Mallow, Lynn Mallow, Andrea Liebowitz, Arthur Liebowitz, David Larison, Donald Katz, Cesar Murillo Sr., Libby Colton Traktomorovsky, David Colton Cohen. There's a name of a loved one that you'd like to share with us this morning. Please raise your hand and share that name. Page 294, let's join together. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah v'alma divrach yerutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayei chon v'yomei chon v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lamei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei d'kudusha barichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran b'alma v'yimru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. L'seh shalom b'mroma. Amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us, all Israel, all who dwell on this earth. To which we say together, Amen. We can be seated. It's my honor to invite one of our former adult B'nai Mitzvah students, Pam Mizrahi, to come forward and share a few words and gifts with our students.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
So I really wanted to do this, and I wasn't going to. There was going to be another board member here to do it, but for me, luckily, he couldn't make it. So this is kind of impromptu. I went through, as Rabbi Kempler told you, an adult B'nai Mitzvah class a few years ago, and I can tell you about at the point that they're redressing the Torah, your blood starts coming back to your limbs, and then all of a sudden you become uber aware of what's happening. So I hope that those of you who have children that are going to go through their B'nai Mitzvahs, that you'll be a little more kinder to them, knowing what they have been through. So now you guys can take a big, nice, deep cleansing breath and relax. My friends, some that I have worked alongside with at the religious school board, we have one secretary of our religious school. We also have many that have taken classes that I've had the privilege of taking classes with. And those of you that I don't know, I do look forward to getting to know you well and working with you. So I just wanted to say thank you for letting us, your family and friends, share in this blessed occasion, and may you continue your lifelong Judaic education. Mazel tov. So, you, in this gift, you are receiving your well-earned B'nai Mitzvah certificate and a gift from the board of directors. It's a book that I just looked at. Sorry, Cesar, I'm unwrapping your gift. The Book of Jewish Values, which is really, really a super cool book, and we need to look at those and think about those on a daily basis. So when I call your name, please come up and receive your gift. Well, I know this is Cesar's. Jill. Maggie. Diana. Mariana. And Brittany. I'm done here.
Thank you, Pam. Thank you to all the adult B'nai Mitzvah students. I was on a text chain with a few of you this week, and there was so much love and enthusiasm for the experience and the energy and appreciation of what it took all of these students to get here. And so all of you who were able to be here to share in that and honor them, thank you, thank you, thank you. There are only a few things that stand between us and our celebration that happens in there. And that is Kiddush and Motzi. And so I'm going to ask our students to stand up and our rabbis, and we are going to bless our wine and bless our challah and say a heartfelt mazel tov, and then move into the next step of celebration, which is lunch.
V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. B'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam, oti le'olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, lasot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Vayom hashvi Shabbat vayinafash Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, lasot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen l'chaim. He has. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. B'te'avon.
All right, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. We say Mazel Tov to our class, and we'll celebrate together in our luncheon in the extended social hall. We invite you to turn to your neighbor and wish them Shabbat Shalom.